You have tuned into the ATKT Talent Tent Podcast with me, Krupa.
And me, P-Man, the best for Mandiri West.
And we're on a mission to bring the best talent from colleges on your podcast. And I request all of you to stop whatever you're doing, crank your volume a little bit up, and enter into this beautiful world of music, melody, with our guest today, Karshni Nair, who's going to perform a single Nervous System.
Discovers my mind. Are you the one who tells me if I'm right? Does it hurt when I swallow my nervousness? Saliva mixes with an emotional risk. Magnet mind in the midst of a moment. I might be overthinking, but my confidence is shrinking. Even though words don't believe me as I speak them, what am I to say? You may think that I'm stupid, but truly I believe that I don't belong here. Watch my anxiety get the better of me. Do 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 do. This whole conversation is a horror story in my head. Am I saying the right things on incorrectly? Am I just maybe a little weird? And I don't seem to comprehend even my own potential. So if you could tell me if I'm too quiet or I'm a riot, please. Am I adequate enough to be in your company? I might be overthinking, but my confidence is shrinking. Even though words don't believe me as I speak them, what am I to say? You may think that I'm stupid, but truly I believe that I don't belong here. Watch my anxiety get the better of me, of me, of me, me. Adequate seems like a perfect word, but I ain't living in a perfect world. I'm just trying to get by, and parties aren't really my thing, you know. I'm too awkward to be social. I just had to sit at home and blast some Guns N' Roses. I might be overthinking, but my confidence is shrinking. Even the words don't believe me as I speak them. What am I to say? You may think that I'm stupid. Please don't think that I'm stupid. I feel like I don't belong here. Watch my anxiety get the better of me.
That was Karshni Nair with Nervous System. Fabulous.
Thank
Absolutely
you. Thank
breathtaking.
you so much.
I have to tell you, Krupa, you were not there at that gig. She performed. I saw her for the first time live at this Brewbot gig, Acoustic Wednesdays, and it was the only time at that show, at that venue, the whole place was quiet. No chatter, no fork, knife, spoon, pit-pat, and they were all listening to her.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps that most of them were friends, so they know what is the decorum
exactly.
while listening to music.
No, but like even though the performers' friends are watching, it's always like
No one.
chaotic.
It was
It's
fantastic.
so cool.
It was a great gig.
Karshni, tell me more about Nervous System. What's the song about?
The song's about standing with a group of people and not knowing what to say. Like not knowing how to contribute to the conversation in any way.
Something a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah. We always try to fit in, and that's what the song is about.
So you had a pretty lot to say in the song about not knowing what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. That's because I wrote it in the confines of my room with no one around. So I knew exactly what to say, in solitude. It's great.
You were there when we did the episode with Dropped Out, Rishi Thakkar,
Yeah.
and you sang one song with him, so you were there to perform that song. And you said the song was about being cold and empty and lonely, and now
Yeah.
this is about not knowing. Your themes are pretty dark.
Yeah. I think I write, I'm not able to let out what I feel in any way. Music is the only way I can do that. So I make sure to be honest with it.
And you were saying before you went to a proper music school to learn to play guitars.
Yeah, like for guitar classes. So
Yeah, I mean, because I don't know if people can tell that from the audio that she was playing an acoustic classical guitar with the nylon
Yes.
strings and finger style picking and everything. This lady is trained.
Oh, she thought the what do you call it?
Using a plectrum is a
Plectrum.
sin.
She said
yeah,
it's sacrilege.
It's
Yes.
sacrilege.
How-
You mustn't. It's like using a plectrum to play a sitar.
So how long you been doing music?
I wrote my first song when I was in 12th standard, and thereafter I've just been writing my own stuff.
What was that song about?
That song was about, wow, I am a dark person.
Are you an only child?
No.
Okay.
Why would you ask that?
There's absolutely no reason to be dark then.
Huh?
No, that's...
What?
It's a
Huh?
very bad assumption.
What?
Go for it. You were saying what your first song
You're
was about.
saying-
Yes, you were a dark
The
person.
first song was about, it was a sad song about a girl dancing to a song that she knows the lyrics to. She was dancing alone. Just putting that out there.
Do you have friends? No, it's a...
I do. I have the best friends. I stay in a hostel, so I have very close friends. I live with them.
and you're originally from Pune.
Yes, I'm from Pune. I'm doing college here in Mumbai.
Do you perform at college festivals?
I do.
Really?
So I performed at K-Scope in my first year. And it was the first time I was doing a proper performance. The name of the event was Cinematic Orchestra. And we had to act out a scene from a film and sing a song from that film that has been used in it. So I sang Only Hope by Mandy Moore, which she sings in A Walk to Remember. And that was the first time that I performed properly, for my singing abilities. I didn't perform an original song. I acted out a scene and I performed it. So that was fun.
Was it what do you call it, a solo act?
Yeah, solo act, complete.
So you were alone there too.
Yes, I was alone on stage too. Man, this loner life.
Fun fact, Karshni has won the Sophia College World Music Club competition called Ripples,
Yeah.
where you're supposed to perform only originals, and this time they'd opened up the competition to colleges outside of Mumbai as well, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah.
Swag.
And,
Ripples was great.
Right?
It
And
was great.
and
what
a
did you
lot
win?
of people participated, right?
I won the Vans I'm wearing right now.
How cool.
I know.
Wow.
It was great.
They're
It's the
giving-
only pair of shoes I own now.
Karshni, why are you making everything sad?
I don't know. It just,
Unintentionally.
You are also a part of the Kadak Apple Collective talent roster.
yes.
And it's a very interesting story
Thank you, Tejas.
how you got onto that roster, how
Yeah.
you became a part of that family, the Kadak Apple family.
Yeah. 2 years back, I covered a song by Tejas Menon, which is called Ruby. And I sent it to my
Correction, you covered a song called Ruby by Tejas.
friend. I covered a song called Ruby by Tejas, and I sent it to a friend who knew him. And she sent it to him. And half an hour later, half an hour after I'd sent her the video of the cover, she sent me a screenshot of her chat with him. And he said that oh, this girl is really good and it sounds like it's her song. And then I posted it on Instagram. I tagged him. And I used to attend all his gigs that he used to have in Pune at the time. And we became friends, and then I started making my own music, and he seemed to like it. So
coming from Pune to Mumbai, how did you find the music scene over here? I mean, besides exploring, opening your mind to the world of producers.
It's definitely more active than Pune. Pune, I think the poetry scene is really strong in Pune. But in Mumbai, everywhere, there's like something happening, something or the other. So I like that. There's always some place to go to if you want to listen to music.
We have a surprise, man. And this surprise is...
cool. Really cool.
It's really cool.
It's really cool.
Is it? I can't wait to see, hear, smell, taste.
I'll give you a hint. Who's your international favorite?
International.
Krupa.
I'm sorry. No, I had to. It's out there. Just say it. Who's your...
I knew it, man.
Listen,
I knew
Tejas.
Hi, friends.
She said she does not have the guts to cover a Ramya Poturi song, but she had the guts to cover a Tejas Menon song.
I have very little respect these days.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hi, friends. Hi, how's it going?
So we thought, like, listen, you're clearly brilliant, and this guy spotted you, and he's like, hey, let's bring her to Bombay, put her in a hostel.
She must be so frustrated by hearing that now. She's just like, oh God, can I live this down? Sorry, no, not for a bit, not for a while. Hi, Karshni.
Hi.
How are you? You didn't reply to my
good,
text today, so
Yeah,
this is...
no,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have on this episode artist formerly known as Tejas Menon, but currently known as Tejas.
Hey, what? I was always... No, that's true. That's true. I've turned into a, like, Adele. Just one word.
Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna. That's it.
So, yeah, how did you spot this?
Wait, before
talent?
this, I have things to say. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, what's up, man?
I've heard your
Hi.
podcast before.
Oh, have you?
Yes. I too have feelings about what clothes we're allowed to wear in college.
Sweet.
Yeah. I had to wear like formal clothes. That's my bit. That's all I wanted to
Wait,
say.
which college did you go to?
No, this is not Wadia College. That's where I did my bachelor's. But I'm saying my master's I did in Simbi. And there I had to cut my hair, and which I kind of escaped for a while. But I had to wear like formal clothes and stuff.
You were doing
A master's program in media and stuff. Yeah, that's right. Musicians have degrees. It's fine.
Yeah, I have a degree too. I'm musician नहीं है, वो अलग बात है.
Oh gosh. Anyway, sorry, that was my bit. I just felt like I needed to say that, but I'm happy to be here.
Also, to what she said, he is an international performer.
is,
He's
yeah.
performed in Dubai.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. And now I will perform in...
This is coming out on July 16th.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I performed in Africa.
So, yeah, she sent... You got sent her song of yours covered by her.
Okay, I don't want to take any credit for Karshni's success story.
No, you must.
No, I must not. But I will say this though. I have said this a few times. I mean, I've said the story a few times. But that I'm a super anxious person. I am fairly neurotic about a few things, and I'm always scared that somebody will cover my song and it'll just be known as their song and stuff. But then I heard like her cover of like one of my songs. I was like, it's happened. Somebody has done my song actually better than me. So yeah, so that's when I was like, oh wow, gosh, she's great. And she has also come for a few shows. Now I know her family.
Yeah.
Her family comes to shows. I'm pretty sure her family's like bigger fans of my music than Karshni.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember when we spoke the last time, you said you don't like performing that much live.
I mean, I do, but not as much as making the music, creating it, making more.
Does hostel timings and rules and regulations have anything to do with that? Not performing as much live as you'd want to?
Yeah, definitely. Because we have a curfew and they get a little skeptical about the number of night outs you take, even though the warden doesn't explicitly say it, but we know she's thinking it.
What hostel is this?
This is the Army Hostel in Navy Nagar.
Oh, defense brat.
Yeah.
Army hospital in Navy.
Man,
Nagar.
I'm not a transfer kid, so born, raised, and
in the hostel. So is there a limited number of night outs you have in a month?
No, we don't. But as I said, they don't like it. That
you don't have a limited number.
No.
Oh, so you can just keep asking for them and you can go whenever you want.
No, I have to ask my mother.
Yeah, but your mother obviously knows that you're a musician now and that, you're going to be performing and stuff. That's fine, right?
But then she gets like, oh, you have college work and you have to do your academics.
Your mother
and
approves
stuff
of
like
your music life?
Yeah, she's very, very actively supportive of it.
She is.
So what's
She
your
is,
curfew
she's
at the
definitely.
Navy Nagar hostel like?
9. It's 9 p.m. and 9 to 9:30 we can go down and like buy whatever supplies we want if we need them and come back up.
You know, the thing is, she goes to Sophia College and they have their own hostel there. But the
Oh,
hostel
man.
deadline there is like 7:30 and you can't...
8:30, no?
No,
That's still
7:30
not
for the main campus and
Okay.
8:30 for the Polytechnic
Oh,
campus.
God.
They have that.
It's funny because the hostel right next to Sophia's is Villa Teresa and that doesn't even require a formal night out procedure. You just write your name and you can go out. Like you write your name and you write the time of leaving the hostel and you just come back whenever.
You know, it's a lot
great.
more lax now because when I was in 11th and 12th, I had classmates who would complain that you had... So at the moment it's like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, you had to submit your phones no matter what.
Submit your phones?
You submit
Matlab?
your
Your
phone.
phone.
Yeah, they
And
confiscate
like they switch the lights and they have a silencer, so you can't even open your
yeah.
mouth. Like you just have to like stay quiet. Give your phones to the warden.
It's like some
they lock
Vipassana
them
scenes.
off.
Yeah, it's a full Vipassana.
So what some of these classmates did is that they bought dummy phones and then they gave them to the warden and they would like study they would use their phones to study, not even like dick around.
All these people are 18 above, right?
Yeah.
I don't...
Yeah.
Junior college is 16, 17
Yeah.
and the others
First
are...
of all, junior college. Is it a thing?
No, so...
In
Why
Bombay it is.
why is it not just 11th and 12th? I've never understood this. What is junior college?
it's your juniors.
You're a
Okay.
child.
I think that's because the Indian education system is just there to kind of spoon feed you till you're like an adult
You are an adult at
man
18.
child, woman child.
Oh,
That's no, but that's my point. That like which other hostel or university in the world will give a damn about your attendance? Like, as far as they're concerned, you're paying the fees. It's on you, man. Like the entire onus of you being in college and going and attending class is on you. In India, it's like, let me make this a man child, like let me baby this person and pamper this person
Yeah.
until they're like got like hair coming out of their face or other
Until they turn
stuff.
white. Even
That-
the hair. Yeah.
You were shouted at by the nuns at Sophia College, man.
Who?
I
What?
was.
Why?
Why
Because
were you at Sophia College in the first place?
I've performed a few times at Sophia's, and I remember the one like marquee kind of performance we had at Kaleidoscope. We played, the whole band played. It was great. It was fun and everything. And then we had to wrap up really quickly because the nuns are like,
Yeah.
they were like, your job is done. Get GTF.
Leave.
Are you serious?
They shouted at me, man.
Yeah.
They're
Call
very
those shots
strict.
too.
It's like, wow, superior
Strict
mother.
disciplinarians.
Jump the gun.
So, how do you work around these hostel deadlines then?
Our hostel is not as strict. No, it's fine. I take a night out. I go wherever. I come back. Fortunately, we can come back to the hostel at any given time, and we have to just inform the warden. But while recording music, it's a little problematic because you're sitting in the room. Outside the room, there are people screaming and running around. And then all of that background noise also comes in my recording. And then there's like cars honking, and it's great, very ambient music.
Man, if I remember well, Navy Nagar is quite silent like that. There's no honking wonking
No,
all
there
happening.
is now. They're
Things
trying
change,
to
man.
like.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Navy Nagar is lit, bro.
Because my friend back in the day, she was studying in Xavier's and she was staying in the Navy Nagar hostel as well. Her night out means she couldn't go back.
Yeah, it was that. Till only recently, last year, they changed it and they made it like you can come back at any time.
Yeah.
Progressive. Have you ever lived in a hostel?
When I was growing up, my parents' threat to me was, if you
Yeah,
don't
you told
study,
me that.
I'm going to put you in boarding school.
Oh man, that's a. I was really afraid of living in a hostel, and I had to do it for 2 years. had a blast, man.
Exactly.
But-
It's
but-
the best.
But my
best.
situation is a little different.
Okay.
We also had a curfew. It was midnight, and it was like obviously it's not because India, not like a co-ed hostel. It was 2 separate hostels, and the thing was that so you have to go back after 12 o'clock. But the problem was that my university was on. It was really, really gorgeous campus. It was like it's outside Pune. It's in this place called Lovely, and like it's on top of a hill. So it's like exquisite. I mean, and that's about it. It's a really, really good looking college. And but the problem is, even if you escape, you're gonna go, man. Really.
My first exposure to a hostel was in 2005. I was playing with my band Pindrop Violence, and we were playing at this one college festival in Ahmedabad. CPT, I think. I forgot the festival's name. And they put us up in the college. Said, no, we'll put you up in the AC room, they would call it at that time, on the top floor. And I remember walking into that hostel, with the boys' hostel. It was so weird because there are international students, and here you're seeing white guys washing their clothes in the bucket, drying their
Colonial reparations.
Nice.
what is going on? Okay, and then their AC room, which was literally 3 charpais without mattresses and 1 TV, but it said TV room. So I was like, you said AC room? There's no AC here. It's not that hot now, no? This was, mind you, in May.
Oh God.
So
In Ahmedabad.
I had to go. Said, let me just go to the loo, and then my growing up, my biggest fear of hostels was how will I go to the loo? How will I go to the loo? So at age 20, what was at that point? 25, 26, I went to the loo. It was United Colors of Browniton.
Oh my God.
And I walked out and I told that college representative, get us out of here right now. You have to throw some weight around being an artist here. Or like
Correct,
you are
correct.
5 of you all in 3 beds in the TV room.
I spoke to this one girl on Twitter, and she said, so she went to VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, and so they have like this large campus, right? And so if you want to step out of campus for anything, even if you want to eat Maggie, you are supposed to have a letter on bonded paper, notarized and everything, just to like
for Maggie.
step out. Yeah, just to step out. And like
Man,
while
I
they
love my hostel.
Yeah.
They are preparing
love
you
it.
for the bureaucracy and red tape in the country, I guess. It's
So-
good, nice preparation.
So
take more
even
tourists
so,
make
they
those
did
roads.
have like food supplies and everything on campus, obviously. But if you want like kirana or like whatever, they had a store on campus, but they made it in such a way that you had to like enter the store from outside the campus.
That's
So like to step out from there and enter a store that's on your campus, you had to have a letter
Wow.
that is notarized.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
only one of the stories that I read today.
I remember once ATKT was covering the Flames College Festival in Pune, and I was speaking to some of the hostel students living there. They said, man, the hostel life is chill.
Your
They,
flame is wild, bro.
they get up in like pajamas and they go attend lectures and all, but they said they can't get a non-veg food on
that's
campus.
That's the whole thing, yeah.
Someone once in Dabba bought some chicken. I don't know how they spotted the chicken, but the security checks your Dabba of food. He had to pay some fine of 5,000 rupees.
What?
Wow.
And he was suspended from coming onto campus for like a month.
Wow.
If I remember the time right.
So I also put up a story on the ATKT Instagram, and I asked people their strange college hostel stories, and there were quite a few actually. So there's one that said no bathing and lights on after 10.
No bathing
No
and
bathing.
lights on. Like together you can't
No.
do this.
Either.
You have to basically have a shower
In the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you don't.
Wow. Mad.
Like
Which
that's-
college was this?
They didn't say.
I've noticed that this
I
show
don't
is full shame, college shame.
Yeah, they won't
Shit.
specify.
Yeah, I know, but it's good, man. It's good. Put them in that place, God damn it.
There's one that says you can't take the mess food from the mess to your room.
Yeah, same.
Oh, really?
Same. We have that.
We had to do that for Sundays. Aloo paratha and dahi, and we always took it back to the room. Yeah, that's weird. That's a
And then
weird
they
one.
had this one's my favorite. So if you're on a night out at your friend's place, like if you've written that on the logbook, that you're going to your friend's place, then you're supposed to send a selfie with the friend's mom to your warden.
Wow, that is so good. That's the best one I've heard.
Man, I can just imagine that warden's phone ka WhatsApp media pe how many photographs of different people's parents.
All Photoshop.
No, you have like a stock of like every. So you go there and then you click a photo with your friend's mom, and then you just.
That's
like,
the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's my favorite.
It's
imagine
insane.
sitting and like thinking that what way can we make someone's life difficult.
No, I love how they think that technology is on their side in this one.
What are the weird ones you got? Hostel rules.
There's one that says you can't play cards in hostel because you will become gamblers.
Oh my god, this is my mom.
Because you will
threatening the
become
rule,
gambler.
Yeah,
That's
so
part of the rule.
Yeah.
Because you will
Yeah,
become
it's
gambler.
specified.
This is like
Because you
some
will-
70s Bollywood rule, man. आज नहीं खेलेगा. Oh god, that's terrible.
And this one apparently is not like written, but it's a cultural thing that if you need to shower and the bathroom is already occupied, you need to ask the person inside कि दीदी आपके बाद कोई है क्या? Like doesn't matter if there's no one outside or on
This
the
is
floor.
like-
Like it's just
This is like how how
Like-
you have to invite a vampire into your house. This is the same thing. My god, this gets wilder and wilder. If I heard a rule like, okay, no TikTok in the hostel or something, stuff like that. That feels like it's relevant to today's day and age. But this no gambling, no money spent.
But
That's
I was
hilarious.
saying this earlier
Oh my
also.
God.
I don't get these hostel deadlines as such because I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
You're 18, you can decide on the future of the leader of the country and all, but you can't decide what time you can go out
can they
and come
though?
back.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of 18-year-olds vote. Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm saying it's rigged, guys. It's rigged. It's super rigged.
no. But there's one forget 18. Someone told me that even the PG postgraduate students in their hostel, they need a fax from their parents if they want to go out.
A fax.
A fax letter.
Facts?
Oh, we've done
In
Like a
this.
facsimile?
We have
like
this
an actual
system.
fax.
This fax
Oh, that's
system.
brilliant.
Dude, that's okay though. We can anyone can send in a fax. That's great.
This
I
is
have
insane.
this girl in my hostel who used to send she just needed her
Wait, they have a
father's.
fax machine to collect this receipt or what?
No.
Then how?
No,
what
they
are
do.
sending
They
a
do.
fax
They
to?
do. They do. They do.
Dude, that's
But,
this is madness, man.
You can
What is
forge a
happening?
fax easily.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can
One of my
forge a
friends has
fax?
done it for the entirety of her second year. She would fake night outs that way.
Man, this is ridiculous, dude. Something has to be done. Come on, ATKT, come on, launch one campaign and all, man. People want to change the season of Game of Thrones. This is more important, dude.
Listen, I think the only future all of this will have is if tomorrow all of you all have children.
If
Give your
we do.
children
But it's
better
cool. It's
better
already
what?
happening.
understanding of life.
Like in Delhi, there's already the Pinjra Tod movement,
Oh,
which
man.
has gained momentum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Insane.
What is this Pinjra Tod movement?
So earlier, a few years ago, Jamia Millia Islamia College in Delhi, they issued a letter saying that women aren't allowed to step out of campus after 6
p.m.
So
Hi.
yeah.
Just get
So
earlier and earlier,
so
man.
even in Aligarh Muslim University, women aren't allowed to go to the library after 6.
Huh?
Whereas the men didn't have that. And then there was there is a union called one union, and they issued a notice. There were letters from students from Jamia Millia, and then the entire youth. It just became this
spread
whole
to
thing.
LSR also.
Yeah.
LSR
And
students have been doing it, and they and the protests are crazy there. They lie down on the road,
Yeah,
and
Delhi knows how to
it's
start one solid.
It's
But
really
and,
cool.
and there have been times where the principal would come out, who lives on campus, and she would come out and she'd just tell the girls, "Arey kal aana, baat karenge." karne, kal aana. But now please clear out. Then they broke the lock of the gate of the college. They've done stuff like that.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, of course. It's like
It's
V for
cool, but
Vendetta
it's, like,
says. People
sad.
should not be afraid of
It's
their
really sad.
governments should be afraid of their people. It's the same situation. Yeah, man.
They are more metal than the metal heads I know.
Yeah.
You guys slept in your car. You guys are breaking locks in our college.
I think the most coolest college campus in terms of hostels that I've been to is FTI in Pune.
Yeah, theirs is like a just
That's
do
picnic.
whatever you want. It's a picnic.
What is
It's
Really?
I was an outsider. I gone to drop someone because she was drunk, and I was like, "Hey, you'll go back to your hostel safe now." Yeah. It's like, they actually allowed me all the way up to dropping her to a room and going. I'm just like, hello,
How
there's no
cool.
security.
Wow.
you
No.
feel like weird sometimes.
Boys
right?
go to I mean, it's. I guess everything turns out fine. I don't know if there are.
I mean,
horror
anything
stories
goes there though. I feel like FTI also has its own like brand of like just the way people are and stuff. It's like a different situation there. At least from whatever I've heard when I used to live in Pune.
What about your 2 years of hostel life, Tejas?
That's how I learned to speak Hindi, man. I swear. Before that, I was in Pune for 5 years, and I was in Wadia College. But again, just like I went religiously for like 6 months. Then I started
Sorry.
in
Is it true that
internship.
Wadia College has a police station inside the campus?
I feel like would have seen that if I was.
Really?
But I didn't. I attended
No?
college for like maybe 6 months, and I would just attend like some lectures. I mean, I'm sure you've heard like I'm sure every college has had the story of the English professor teaching the class in Hindi and all.
Yeah.
Same thing happened.
Yeah.
For us, so I didn't bother going for many classes. I only went for I had an internship in radio, and then I got a job there, so I just kept on going for that. And then when I just came to give the papers and stuff, and it was fine. I mean, like Wadia College, really, they just don't give a damn about attendance, about anything. But that's also a bit of a problem. But you know what the weirdest thing was? I voted this time, like for the first time. Finally, I was like, oh, cool, I got my stuff together. And they were like, cool, your voting station is opposite this. I was like, oh, that's Wadia College. And he's like, oh, cool. Yeah, it's in Wadia College. I was like, oh, cool, Wadia College. Then they were like, yeah, you have to go inside Wadia College. I was like, oh, shit, this is weird. Which part of Wadia College? Ness Wadia? No, Nauroji. I was like, oh, God, that's my college. They made me go. I finally ended up polling in my classroom, man. Like,
Oh my God.
It was the weirdest thing. I was just like, which classroom number? It's like number 15. I was like, oh, God. And I went in my whole class there, sent one vote and came on. It was bizarre. Yeah.
Too good. Life
yeah.
comes around in circles,
Yeah,
you know.
too good. I mean, like how the elections also turned out. Damn good. Very good. Anyway, but 2 years in hostel, had a really, really good time, actually.
All right. Thank you, Tejas, for coming on our episode. And, they say, as they say, the muhavra is char chand lagaye unhone.
Oh.
And thank you, Karshni. Thank you, Krupa.
What's up?
What's up? What up? This is the ATKT Talent Podcast, and stay tuned. Karshni Nair is going to be performing another song. Karshni, what is this song called?
It's called Straight Girls and Generic Musicians.
Up next is Straight Girls and Generic Musicians by Karshni Nair.
Hold on tight, she's coming for you. The well-dressed husky longitude of a lady shakes your world, splits it in two. Prepare yourself, world's gonna end. Abomination of the Bible, you should cry for help. No blessings tonight for you. But what am I to do? Universe is conspiring against this little wish of mine. Maybe I am turning blind. Somebody tells me she is into musicians. Let me be good enough just this once. Or maybe I am just another musician. Working way past my patience. This is more tough than your average love. The line is drawn straighter than your average rough, and my knees seem to be so weak. They're crumbling to the ground. The air is thin with the hint of gin. No alcohol around here, but somehow there's been a kind of buzz. But nobody else has been on my mind, yeah, yeah. But what am I to do? Universe is conspiring against this little wish of mine. Maybe I'm turning blind. Somebody tells me she's into musicians. Let me be good enough just this once. Or maybe I am just another musician, working way past my patience. Just another musician, generic musician, working way past my patience.